going to be bad tomorrow morning. I mean, this is not a long storm or anything like that. The brunt of the storm, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m., but poor for the morning commute and right until midday. And then we're going to see things improve tomorrow afternoon and into the evening hours. The winter storm watches from yesterday have now been upgraded to warnings and expanded to. So all the areas in pink, southern Vermont and New Hampshire, back through Boston, into Norfolk County, back through northern Rhode Island and Connecticut here. Winter weather advisories are now up for Bristol and Plymouth counties and then back up through central New Hampshire, central Vermont, and most of southern and central Maine as well. So snow is on the way. This morning it's pretty quiet though. Teens and 20s, 21 in Boston, 30 in Chatham. Similar to yesterday, but there's less wind out there, so that does make a difference. Now you may get a couple flurries here through Worcester County and the Berkshires. Some light snow falling from Pittsfield, North Adams, back up into Bennington County, Vermont. This is not the main event. This is just some light snow that's developing out ahead of the disturbance, and that may slicken the roads a bit in the Berkshires, but most of us will stay snow-free during the day today. Low clouds, though, peaks of sun, 30 to 35 for high temperatures today. Now, the snow extends from western Vermont right now back down to Dallas, Texas. Look at this front. It's a lot of moisture here. All of it's going to be spreading east and redevelop here into a little storm center out over the ocean and pass over Cape Cod as we head into the late morning and afternoon tomorrow. So for most of us, the snow develops after midnight tonight. Temperatures drop back into the upper 20s. Areas of snow tomorrow, rain in southeastern Massachusetts, so there will be a rain snow line to track tomorrow. That's always the key, right? 33 in Boston, a little colder north and west, a little milder where that rain changes over for parts of the south coast, Cape and Island. So hour by hour, 8 to 10 p.m. this evening, snow from the Berkshires, Manchester points north. This is the map after midnight. Snow filling in generally 3 to 5 a.m. tomorrow. Then we get some deeper blues filling in, moderate to heavy bursts, reduced visibility. By 8:30 tomorrow, heart of the morning commute, there's going to be 1 to 3 inches of snow on the ground in spots. Rain snow line creeping up. Cape Cod Canal tomorrow morning. By midday, it's coming up through Plymouth County. But at that point, between about 1 and 3, the intensity and the coverage of the snow and the rain is going to be tapering off at that point. Generally 3 to 5 p.m., the snow is coming to an end. So by mid-afternoon, the cleanup can be underway. About 3 to 5 inches here from Essex County to Boston. I think Boston will be closer to the 5-inch amount here. 1 to 3 for Bristol and Plymouth counties where we get some of that mixing. And then mostly rain on the Cape, the jackpot north and west of Boston here, just outside of 128, back up and through southern New Hampshire, the Worcester Hills, 5 to 8 inches. So accumulating snow and reduced visibility will obviously have an impact, but slippery travel is the biggest concern. No wind. No coastal concerns with this disturbance. It's just the snow coming in and out of here. In fact, by sunset tomorrow, western Massachusetts could have some breaks of sunshine. Low 30s on Thursday, a little breezy too, so a chilly feel. Not as chilly on Friday, upper 30s, and then still expecting a warm up into the 40s this weekend with a couple showers possible late on Monday. Hi, everyone. Tracking the snow for tomorrow. Winter storm warnings are up in pink. Winter weather advisories back through central New Hampshire and down along the south coast. They do not include the Cape and Islands where we will be mostly rain there. So temperatures today in the 30s, day to get things done. Now, this is not going to be a long duration event or a historic event in terms of snowfall, but it's all about the timing here. 8 to 10 p.m. this evening, snow develops. Manchester points north and west. The Berkshires, a lot of Vermont, New Hampshire, and western Maine. For the rest of us, it's 2 to 3 a.m. a start time in Boston. Snow filling in 3 to 5 a.m. and the brunt of the storm will be 7 a.m. tomorrow until about 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Rain snow line creeping on back up along the south coast, south shore, Cape and Islands tomorrow early afternoon. Notice the question, the biggest uncertainty still is how far north and west that rain snow line gets. I do think we'll stay all snow in Boston, maybe mixing briefly, but by 3 to 5 p.m., most of the intensity, the coverage of the snow is tapering off. Cleanup will be underway by mid-afternoon. So where that rain snow line creeps up, we'll be talking about lesser amounts for the far south shore back down to the canal, mostly rain on the Cape, 3 to 5 inches from Essex County, including the city of Boston. I think we may be closer to that 5-inch total down through northern Rhode Island, then 5 to 8. The consistency of the snow, by the way, isn't going to be light and fluffy. It'll be more like that snowball making consistency, a little wet and pastier. Accumulating snow and reduced visibility will have an impact, obviously, bringing slippery travel. That's the highest impact and issue through the morning and afternoon tomorrow. No wind or coastal concerns. Quiet to end the week and 40s for the upcoming weekend.